on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Let's get a tablet and pen out. Let's get to know each other. Let's have some fun. Let's show you exactly how I got to millionaire and billionaire at 26. You ready? You ready to play? It's a game. I want you to win. But guess what? I drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris. What do you drive? So I'm going to show you exactly how to do what needs to be done. Tablet and pen, write down today's date. And my name is Ray Reynolds. I am the godfather of credit. I've built billions for clients over the years. So this is live 6 days a week. No pictures, no recording. I want you to put it here. Has to be habit forming. I like goodies. You like goodies? Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and helicopters and mansions? Well, I do. But again, do you? Now, I got a couple of problems. Number one, I was born in a taxi. Number two, when I was in basically the 6th grade, they told me I was retarded because I write with two hands, two different things simultaneously, and have a third conversation. And I have total recall and an IQ of 203, and I end up rhyming all the time. But guess what? I thought they were stupid, but let's tell you my little story so I get you to where you need to go to. Ultimate goal. I got born in a damn taxi outside Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. She even gave me a girl's name too. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So your journey can begin with me if you truly want to get to million to billion. And if you don't, you're just wasting your time. Now I need you to look behind the curtain. Because what you did before, you listened to your friends and family about personal business credit, all that blah, blah, blah. And none of them got to million to billion like me. So maybe today you'll pay attention. Can you get out your personal credit cards? Come on. If you keep sitting there doing the same damn thing, waiting for the bus, you got your ticket, nothing happens. Why don't you act like the building's on fire? Maybe you'll basically quit having the same damn rerun. Because I think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. Did you get up early today? You ready to go fight the monster? You ready to go play? Your personal credit cards need to stick in the back of it. Write it down. I want a dummy to prove this. What I did, and I set up the credit system years ago, or I'll show you how I did that too. Now, in the back of the sticky of every credit card, you write down the limit of the card. You maintain 25%. You don't go past 29%. These two cards, 100,000. You know what that does? It represents 71,000 of safety credit. In case blankets a fan, lots of job, or pandemic. Your problem is you keep doing this with your credit. I mean, I can't believe this. You're a grown-up, right? You jacked it up, you drop your score, hell, you can't get any more, and you can't write off diddly squat. That's called stupid, isn't it? Why don't you write down a line of defense? Now, TRW stood for The Report's Wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge. I trained their security chief, Ken Narbo, years ago. Then they became Asperian. I designed this here. So understand, when you basically go past 29%, you don't plop. What happens? You drop your score. Hell, you can't get any more. So the goal is simple. Good, fair, or hell no. You see, your problem is you. Now, there are two cards you don't have to worry about this today, and I'll teach you the rules and tools. You ready to play? And now I've been certified with the NACB, the only one on planet Earth, by the way. #1 consult worldwide personal business credit. So there's a corporation. Oh, goody. I'm 7.5 years old, being used and abused at Mrs. Hope's house. They're having a poker game every Wednesday night. And I heard a corporation's a legal person. Come on, look at it. It's right there. And what did I do? I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. Do you know what? I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. I went in and go, ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of this book. I read the book. You've been reading the book. What a joke. I don't understand. Why didn't you get to million to billion? This is the United States of America Incorporated. It's not hard to do when you know how to play. But then it also says may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that part. And I got a little trouble too. I'll show you that as well. So understand today, when I sent away my $10 money order, I was 9.5 years old, Secretary of State, California. I found out corporations are free. I started Helping Hand Industries. And at 9.5, I got 100,000 credit cards came in the mail. Everybody in the 70s and 80s while applying, it came in the mail. But the bottom line is I got named in the movie Dave too. We could play. And at 12.5 years old, I got named in a lawsuit. I screwed up. I didn't realize the word Braille belonged to the Braille Institution. So then I go, I got to think about something else. So I created, write it down. I created division process. I'll show you that too. You ready to play? To never bring the damn thing home. I didn't have a family as a kid. You bring the pain home, what the hell's wrong with you? I don't get it. Are these turned up today? See, the next thing I heard about all the grown-ups was, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked what it meant, and all they could do is go, that's about it. All the grown-ups when I was a kid, I thought was stupid. So here's a corporate entities. Write down entities, write down division process. Today, if you have a corporation, oh, goody for you. You listen to the silly people on TikTok, Google, and YouTube. We need an LLC. It's how you get a paycheck. That is so much BS, it's ridiculous. Like one of my books called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. I've never seen so much stupidity in my life. We're going to show you exactly what you need to do. Is that okay? Because right now, if they sue your corporation, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Now, if you got that LLC like that idiot woman says on TikTok, then when it comes January, they're going to kick your ass. They have the CTA Act coming out. That's the Treasury Department for the United States of America and kick your butt. Get prepared. Now, the next thing is got to put your ducks in a row. I heard that when I was a kid, so I drew it for them, corporation and entities, like your banks, grocery stores, and cities do. Your problem is you like bringing the pain home, I guess, right? Is that why you didn't make millionaire and billionaire? I don't understand. But let's play. Me, I'm honest and I'm blunt. And I'm going to tell it like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. But the reality is, I like to create millionaires. Would you like to be next? I'm the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. I don't want you to even think. Just let me do it for you. The more you screw up, the more you bring the pain home. The goal is not to do that at all. Now, I've been helping generation and generation for 45 years. We can play my foolproof program. You can't even screw it up as long as you follow through. Now, I've been helping rich and famous people for 45 years too. Isn't that fun? Even basically homeless people too. And we get to play almost every day. Isn't that good? Now we got basically these people coming out of prison. Well, they need a second chance too. Here's Freeway, Ricky Dicky Ross. Gold and platinum cards up $2 million. Oh, and that little grin on his face after 20 years in prison. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. 26 years. That sucks. Within 6 months, all the credit in the dump truck business, making millions a year. Can I repackage you? Can you let me do the work for you too and coach you some more? But again, here's your problem. You didn't learn the way the rules and tools work. Franklin D. Roosevelt had the Gold Reserve Act. He confiscated all the gold called at Fort Knox. See, you and me, we probably got our SS5, SSN when we were 14 to 16. And then from there, Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. That means every mama, before she's released from the hospital, must sign the SSN form for the SS5, called a Social Security number. You see, that's why no one paid attention to the damn form. Let's teach you to play. Your biggest mistake is you don't understand how to play. So the SS5 equals SSN equals Social Security number. That means your 1040 tax return, you get one. One's a lonely number. So we, the people, all right, and the SSN is tax, and probate when we're dead. They reach in the grave and take that too. And the time of death is for the state and federal government. Had to do anything else. So let's play. Let's compare it to an SS4. Oh, come on. You got a tax ID. Good for you. You didn't know diddly squat. That form is 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. I had explained that to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old. You see line 1 there? It says legal name of entity, bank, grocery store, city, or your name. You could have put your name on line 1. SS5 equals SSN, 1040 tax return. SS4 is 101120, and it was a tax ID. You could have gave yourself a second chance. Instead, you backed your ass in a corner and got stuck. That sucks. Now, if you're one of those tax protesters, you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Wesley listened to his stupid attorneys and CPAs and paid $5 million fine and 3 years in federal prison. So if you want to be a crook, just like follow him, okay? See, if you want to play the game, you get to win. You go to irs.gov, you look at the 1244. That means you can file one tax return with the corporation called single filing and almost never pay tax anymore. Isn't that fun? The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. I don't think people are stupid. I think half of them are lazy. The other half better go get it. Now let's give you the 5 things you need today. You ready to play? Step 1, all credits are right up under tax ID. It's free money. Just maintain the payment. Don't hurt your family. And then division process, I invented 8586. It allows you to multiply and get more up to $1 million, if not more. Your problem is you keep hurting your family. You don't know how to play. It's about time you're grown up today. Isn't that simple? So let's understand, build your legacy for you and your family. So let's talk about free money. Where are you going to get the money to go get the honey? Oh, you're going to get a raise? You're going to win the lottery? Good luck on that. Why don't we take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card? The payment's $612.26, what the average person wastes and pisses away a given month, and go take that $50,000 and become an investor. See, your problem, you keep trying to run a business. That's called stupid. Sorry. All right. The reality is you're smarter than that. You should take the money that I build for you and get into storage unit. All right. Basically, always thinking about franchise and maybe from there a piece of property. You need to build residual income. Now, the worst case is you take $100 a week that you would have pissed away anyway, and you turn it into corporate millionaire. Would that be okay? If I show you how to take $100 a week and I give you your assignment and you follow through, and by the time I'm done with you in 90 days, you got $5,000 to $15,000 of credit, and you go get some more. And you want to play? We could play today. Flipping properties is fun. When I was 17 and a half years old, I had 19 houses. All right, I'm just having fun. But again, it's not possible. I couldn't get number 20 because they said the loan to value problem. So I transferred them to my divisions and I freed up my loan to value problem. And you know what? Every time I fix up properties, I had to deal with the contractor, the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot, the lien releases, the mechanics liens, and all the escrows and all the crap. I realized it wasn't worth getting $50,000 and stressing on my family, all right, to do it that way. So I decided a different way. When I was 21, I decided if I can sell a property, I'll only sell it if I can become the bank. I want to carry the loan for 30 years. I build residual income. Is that okay with you? So we can learn a cash flow for you per time, which I put in my book on page 645 years ago. Yeah, I know some other ding dong tries to use that too, but he bankrupted his corporation years ago and people don't understand that. He keeps talking the same crap again and again and again. Come on, become the damn bank. Understand the example. Dissect the complex. All right, split deed it. From there, what do we do? An assignment of mortgage. We could actually play, and you can start bringing $100,000 a month starting today if you want to. Example, nice lady. Her husband was my client, and then he passed away. He says, Ray, keep an eye on her. I have cancer. I'm going to die. Sorry to hear that, sir. You're going to be in a better place. She calls up one day, and she says, Ray, I'm going to sell the house and give the money to my son and go live with my daughter, take care of my grandkids. I said, your husband is one of the largest, all right, builders in the world. He died and left you that custom house. He wanted you to die in that house. Yeah, I know, but my son needs the money. No, we're going to try my way. She said, okay. So we did a reverse mortgage. I want you to write down reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5. We took the reverse mortgage money. We created $3 million, all right, in basically money. We leveraged it to $3 million. Her corporation took a division, did a franchise, another apartment complex, all managed by third party. See, that's how you really make money, not being stupid trying to run a damn business, because that's a pain in the ass. But you can do that too. But let's understand. She now creates over $100,000 a month of positive cash flow for the corporation. And still lives in her dream house her husband built her too. So if you don't know how to do the real estate game and want to play my way, not Carlton Sheets, Dave Delgado BS, real stuff, because I created Homestead Blocker, UCC1, Chattel Mortgage, there's a real estate system for you. Financial system has become the bank out of Nevada when you're in the profit zone of 5 million, buckets of money and tax balancing. If you want a copy of those sets today, it's $299. That covers shipping and handling. And take a picture here. It's called Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@ragecredit.com, and you put RW on the Zelle, and in the message you put your name and phone number, which is Zelle for too. Isn't that fun? Now let's understand. What I started to do when I was dropped off at the pier when I was 3.5 years old, well, Mrs. Hope would roll down the window, and she'd say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you to die. She was a real she-devil from hell. You know what? I looked at all the rich and famous people. I looked at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, called Topaz Rocks. I look at Palos Verdes, it's called Rat Beach, by the way, and I saw all this money. I knew I was smart as they were. How'd they get their damn money? I want mine too. The United States of America Incorporated, they take 50 corps called states, city corps called cities. Then they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Under the Federal Protection Act, they have bankrupt 11 cities in front of you, wiped out the debt and stayed in business. By the way, you could have did the same thing too, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. We the people, corporations, a legal person, and stop bringing the damn pain home. What's wrong with you? Now let's do the division of me. Ready? Write it down. Line 1, legal name of entity or individual person. I can put your name there, corporation name, division name, or a subsidiary. I want to build you a corporate umbrella of $1 million. That'd be okay if I do the work for you, and I basically just teach how to play and get $100,000 a month. Is that all right with you? But you got to pay attention. You ready? We're going to talk about the Lamborghini, one part of the collection. Now, here's the keys. Bum, 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 bum. But it's $6,800 a month when I obtain that one. Part of the collection. $6,800 a month. Wow. If I can't pay it, they take it away. okay. And then I'll report it to the credit bureaus. I'll have shitty credit. Then they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. And now I'll have double shitty credit. Well, that sucks, but I'm not stupid. How many stupid people do that every day? And if you buy it through the corporation, when they sue the corp, they still sue you. You're a duck and a sheep because you're the incorporator and the officers that do. Me, I did it my way. You see, I got no intent to do fraud. I bought the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. You remember when I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed SS4. No intent to do fraud. If there's a problem, you know what I did? I invented the 3-step. You ready to write it down? Because I use it for me, you can use it for you. You can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Take that sucker, put it over here, maintain all your companies and your family. Wow. And you know what happens if I can't save in 6 months? Under the federal protection at public record, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw the sucker away. Why the hell would you bring the pain to a corporation or your family? You're not stupid. Why would you do stupid? I don't understand stupid. You understand stupid yet? You sign a lease of a building. That's the division process. From there, or every piece of property you ever get, you don't know who's going to fall and sue you. It's going to screw you up too. Now, the idiots about type of corp, no one cares in the beginning. So let's understand. The IRS is very black and white. All that matters is you receive the money of the SS4 because you're not taxable till you're profitable. And then we have to look at the Fair Lending Act. Why? Because one card will give you 99 more. You can write it all up. That's $100 million friggin' dollars. But again, you can learn to play if you want to. Now, Mary's sweet. She talked to me and called me after she screwed it all up. Now, here's the typical story. Mary hires an attorney and a CPA. Fantastic, a bunch of idiots. All right, no problem. What does Mary do? She's Ivy League education. She married her sweetheart from the 3rd grade. They're both educated, making $250,000 each. And the reality is they got a cat and a fish, 2 dogs, and 2 kids. They got the American dream. Mary wants to have a restaurant because grandma and mama taught her how to cook. Isn't that fun? So Mary basically had the attorney look at the lease and the accounting people too. And then she signed the lease for 10 years with 3 options. Do you know what happened to the restaurant? It didn't work. They bankrupted the restaurant, the corporation. Since she guaranteed the lease, they came after her. She basically bankrupted her family. Her husband divorced her because he says, I didn't sign it for that. See, this is the stupid thing that most of you do. All right, I want you to listen. I don't want you to be stupid anymore. You didn't be stupid. You did stupid, okay? If Mary would have basically signed that lease for that restaurant as a division and guaranteed a division of her, write down 3 divisions of you. I want you to have 3 chances not to screw up anymore. Is that okay? And she guaranteed the lease as a division of her. She could have bankrupted the piece, threw the sucker away, and never brought the pain to the corporation and her family too. Your problem is you better turn these suckers up. I invented something that changes the world. And you can basically become a certified CFO and you can stop bringing the damn pain home. Would that be okay if I build your corporate umbrella for you? So let's play. Let's understand. And later on, if you have your divisions of you, you're going to fire yourself from the corporation. And you're going to let me build the corporate umbrella as you fire yourself, okay? We're going to play. Now, if you got a corporation today, I want you to look at Secretary of State's website. I want you to look. Sorry, these cough drops are digging into a tooth that fell out. Or they ripped it out, actually. Corporation. You look on Secretary of State's website today. You're the incorporator. Oh, good. You're the officer or the statement of information. And then you're stupid enough to use your home address, most of you. Now, they add you to a national mailing list and robocall list, and that's what you did. No, that junk mail. I call it stupid. I'd like you to change that address to a mailbox, etc. today. All right, get off the damn mailing list too, please. You got to learn to play. I want to teach you how to protect your assets and your whole family. Is that okay? Because today, if you don't put your ducks in a row, like I taught them as a little boy, I'd say get a corporate divisions. They kept going. That's about it. Today, if they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep, and that sucks. You like bringing the damn pain home? You didn't give yourself a line of defense. What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up yet? Or your problem is your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. And the bottom line is the stupidity is man or woman. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Here's a $100 million mansion and building across the South Coast Plaza Mall. Here's a Lamborghini for $1 million. Here's a $5 million mansion. How about a $1 million race boat? They got my name on him. I obtained him. Why the hell didn't you? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Most people I listen to, I think, are full of shit. Sorry to say, but it's true. I'll show you my goodies. Show me yours. It's simple. I like making millionaires. Add you to my system. Show you I got that pool table too, and that mansion as well. What's your goal today? Look at the calendar and break down the working days left. Now, 45 years I've been helping people in person or online. This is my last and final year. My wife wants my hobby to be done. I'm a visionary. It's very simple to do. I got 941 goals just for you to glorify God and help billions of people. So let's write down credit loan money. Come on, write it down. Credit loan money. We're going to take $100,000. We're going to put it in the corporate bank account. Oh, you don't have it? Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we write a check off one of the lines of credit I get you? Then put it down too. We're going to reference 3 times 5. We're going to get the bank to give us $1.5 million in a line of credit. And you're going to quit screwing up. Your corp's going to have a division for franchise, a division for basically your apartment complex, third party managing your entities. You create a line of defense, and now you become a millionaire or billionaire. You do it my way. By the way, your way sucks. Hasn't it? You brought the pain home. That's called financial freedom. I want you to build 1,000 to 100,000 a month positive capital like I've done all my life. Now, if you want 100,000, I'll add you to my system. I'll add my history for you. I got $53 million of credit history in cards. Would you like some? Would you like to play too? I'll add you to the dashboard, and I'll ask for separate billing. Would that be okay if I do that for you? And we get to play, because these trade line, those are crap. Those are actually fraud. So let's understand here. Here's a 3-month coaching program. For 3 months, you and I, we're getting to get to know each other. We're going to basically blueprint your past, present, and future. Okay? I want to tear apart your life and build you like Humpty Dumpty. I want you to focus on real estate, franchise, storage units, maybe, or laundromats, things that I did. I wrote a book on laundromats too. And have fun. Now, this is Ray's private coaching program. This one only gets 10 people in it, and it's for 3 months. Now, understand, this is for your current business and a new business I want to get you into. I'm going to drag you over there to do it my way, because your way sucks. And that's what we're going to do. From there, it's very simple. All right, you're going to stop having the same damn rerun. Your goal is to build $1,000 to $100,000 a month of positive cash flow. That's called residual income. You got it so far? Now, what we're going to do, 3 months, and then we're going to give you all the classes I have. We're going to basically weekly video conference with me with a group of people. And then we're going to do weekly calls to make sure you're on check. We're going to do a rapid refresh for your whole credit for you to make sure your score goes up, up, and away. And then we're going to do a monthly in-person meeting at the conference room and talking about your blueprint. I'm going to rebuild you my way, because your way sucks. Sorry. And if you can't come in, we're going to do a Zoom. And I'm going to get you to come in eventually anyway. And you know what happens? It's very simple. The goal is to teach you how to be a certified CFO. I'm going to certify you as a certified CFO. You're going to learn about projections. You're going to basically limits in asking for more. You're going to have phone calls with your creditors, but you're going to elect me as a CFO so I can talk to your creditors for you, with you, for an hour or two. And then we're going to daisy chain credit up to $1 million, because it's fun, and increase limits every 46 days. Now, this is very simple for you. It's $1,000 to reserve your space. You want to be one of the 10. For your balance is $69.99. So roughly it's about an $8,000 package. But you're stuck with me for 3 months, and we're going to do all these things with you. So it's $7,999. All right, from there it's for 3 months. That's what we get to do. Now, if you want 6 months of stuck with me, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going after 3 to 5 million. Would that be okay? And then we're going to focus on real estate, franchise, storage units, laundromats like I've done all my life. I like residual income. Wouldn't you? There's your biggest screw up. He didn't do that for you. For 6 months, you're going to learn to invest, buying your first businesses, and you're going to learn third-party management. And we're going to play my way. We're going to still get the residual income up to 100,000 a month. That's kind of fun. And then you get all the classes and the blueprinting too. But you're stuck with me for 6 months, and the goal should be 3 to 5 million. Will that be okay if I certify you as a CFO and we do the projections on all the goodies too? But the ultimate goal is we create the limits to 1,000 down. The balance is $13,999. That is about a $15,000 program. Okay, but again, that's for serious people, and you have to reserve your space or you're not going to get it. And the reality is, if you don't get it, I'm only doing it one time because I got my radio and TV show next year. I don't have time to do more than that. Currently, I'm 6 days a week. Not anymore after this year, so you get to play. Now, if you want to play with me this year and next year, ooh, let's go to 5 to 10 million. Let's build you up to the point we basically show you how to create it up to $100 million. All right, because I did that too. Goodies and goodies and goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I'll show you more goodies today. And you build up to $100,000 of cash flow. So understand, you get the same goodies. So once 3 months, 6 months, or a year and a half. But the only difference is this one here. Ooh, it's fun. We should get you to 5 to 10 million. I got to certify you as a certified CFO and learn to play. But the ultimate goal is very simple. You can put 1,000 down to reserve your space, but that's Zell, now. 6 months, you can make 5 payments. So that means you did $31,000. If you pay in full, or you get a 15% discount, it's $25,000. But then I throw in another $25,000 of bonus cash credit for you. Now, this is the only one I'll allow you to buy, all right, and get up to $1 million of bonus credit. So if you want to, once you get that first phase done, phase 2, 12 months of $29.99, I'm going to build you $1 million. Is that okay if I give you $1 million cash credit? And I'll show you how to turn it into 5 to 10 million. Again, there's what you get to do. But again, it's a Zell for your deposit now, RW for deposit, your name and phone number, or your bank transfer, deposit, or wire. But if you don't do this, it's okay, because they'll be sold out this next week. And guess what's going to happen to you? You missed out. Do you realize that Cash Call, Speedy Cash, Don'tBeBroke.com, Title Max, and became owning? They all came out of my class in 2008. You might just want to play with me just a little more. I like you to look in the mirror. I want you to put yourself in check. See, ever since I was 2.5 years old, I put myself in check. I wake up at 2:25. I have to. If not, the abuser would get me at 2:30. All right, I still wake up to this day. I drop to my knees and say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I mean, I got no mommy and daddy. I got used and abused, treated like a piece of shit. So I got to get out of hell. Oh, you don't have to worry about that because you got a mommy and a daddy. What did you do yesterday to get to $1 million dream? Every Monday at 6:12 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, there's a repo list for cars, boats, houses, apartments, complex, duplex, probate list, divorce list, bankruptcy list. Why don't you sell supply and vendor credit? Why don't we get you $1 million of credit for your corp and your divisions, checkbook money, and supply and vendor money? And if you do what I tell you to do, and I work your tail off, and we drag you up the hill, by the time you turn around, you got about a $10 million company. Biggest problem we still have is you. You're your biggest problem. You! Don't think, just do, please. I like to make you a money-making machine. Would that be okay? How about if I show you how to get 100,000 to 1 million of OPM money, because I'm the original OPM, and the system I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet years ago, and you sell products on Amazon and eBay. Is that okay? And then you can turn it into money to get some goodies. You like goodies? I like goodies. You'll notice my name on a lot of the goodies on purpose because I want you to realize I obtained it. I'm not full of shit. A lot of people are, and they're just freaking lazy. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, the race boats and the yachts, say Ray Reynolds University.com. All right, even the Duffys and the Lamborghinis and the buildings too. Isn't this fun? I like boom, boom, but it's up to you. Now, I accomplished my goals. I don't know what's wrong with you. And these idiots, they say white man can't jump. I hold the record for the fastest high kick on planet Earth. And there's me. I kicked that in the light that night, hit my head too. But you know what? I accomplished my goals and I have no excuses, but neither do you. If you're going to feel sorry for yourself, that's 3 minutes or less. That's it. I kicked out the lights that night. That was fun. So no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goals if you want to. One of my first cars was a Quintas Lamborghini. What did you get? I brought in my first million at 14 and a half. What the hell's wrong with you? This is, the United States of America Incorporated. Now, I don't hear no. Do you hear no? Every time some, dummy says you can't do this or that, I'm not stupid enough to listen to them. You listen to no and you accept it. The answer is no to listening to no. But it's up to you. You have 1,000 steps and rules and tools how to get to millionaire that I developed that I use for myself too. Now, I'd like to teach you how to make sure you build the right legacy. I'm sorry, I think you built the wrong one, what you're doing today. Let's tear your life apart a little bit. I always want to blueprint you. That's me. I want to talk about past, present, future. I want to get you past guilt because I think you're screwed up. So let's understand today. I want you to look at your houses and what? Deed of trust, your car is a pink slip. What happens next? I want you to write down irrevocable trust. And I don't give a damn if you have a house. I want it done today. Then I want you to write down UCC1. The goodies you have in your office or your house should be on a UCC1, register the county recorder's office. Turn it into a chattel mortgage. Your problem is when you're dead, someone's going to sell your shit like a swap meet. They're going to walk through it and get the highest bidder for your crap, and you didn't know where it goes because you didn't basically plan. Your lack of planning. So I want you to understand where your goodies go when you're dead. Is that okay? Because I know where my goodies are going to go. You see, they left a legacy. They were smart. Kennedys, Hiltons, Firestones, Gettys, Fords. I think the world is screwed up, flat out. Divorce and all the crap, and the family's all screwed up, most of them, because the family did not treat their children to train them to take over a legacy. You see, these legacies worked. I think today's world's a little screwed up. What do you think? See, I planned 3 things right away. I planned the problem, I planned to live, I planned to die. It's simple. From there, you don't plan at all. Here's a corporation with divisions. Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations. Damn. How did they do that? They even got a write-off. They were fined $240 million for being shitheads. So are all the other banks. Wells Fargo is the most indicted bank there is. It's ridiculous. But you know what? A corporation should have divisions instead. Let me show you a better way for you. Oh, Sam's Club bankrupt 1,500 locations, Geico cities. This happens in front of you, and what do? You don't do anything. I looked behind the curtain when I was a little boy. I don't bring the pain home like you. It's about time you learn how to be a certified CFO. And the bottom line is to reprogram you to millionaire status. So I want you to understand, when I started my blueprint at the Torrance Library, I was 9.5 years old because I was always been 10 or 20 years ahead of everybody else. And I call my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. Write it down. I want you to see it, believe it, hell, go get it. Your problem is you. Get the hell out of my way while I rebuild you. I don't understand. So here's 5 things you need today. Can you write them down? You're treading water and playing it safe. Let's write them down. Number 1, you need a 750, not care credit, and credit 1. All right, you need a real one. You need a corporate division, so you need $1 million of credit. All right, cash credit, checkbook money, and vendor supply money. And then from there, what do you get to do? All right, you get to understand these are a need to have. I got 3 people that are jacked up on personal credit. I'm working on the supply credit because they're now selling products, and they take that money and reduce the debt they screwed up in the first place. You always got to steal from Peter to pay Paul to make Mary happy. But again, you got to learn how to juggle, and get past the BS you created for you, being silly and dumb. Draw the diagram. Your corporation should never do business. If it does, it's called stupid. Because when they sue it, they sue you. Your corporation should have division process I invented in 85, 86. This stops the pain from coming home. You put your ducks in a row, and I get to repackage your life my way because your way sucks. My way works. Is that okay? We get to play. I got my TV and radio show coming up next year. The only thing I'm doing next year is my coaching program. All right, that's it for these people privately. All right, and that's it. The rest of them, sorry, I'm done. You had your chance. Now, I incorporated 2 presidents in my life. I remember she said, just say no. That's when I was doing Teach Our Children, became the DARE program, by the way. From there, I did Ronald Reagan's corporations. He was my second favorite president. Abraham Lincoln was my first. I even did Clinton's too. But oh well, even Michael's and all these other people, God rest their soul. Let's play. You see, they listen better than you. What did you do? You started your business. You sat at the kitchen table with your friends and your family, and you said, let's start a business, honey. And then you jacked up your credit cards, you dropped the score, cat stuck, hell, can't get it anymore, and you couldn't write out dilly squat. Then you hocked your house. Isn't that called stupid? I thought you were grown up. What the hell's wrong with you? Why the hell would you ever bring the pain home? I don't understand, stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? You write down today's day, you project 90 working days, and I will drag you to the next 90 days. But understand, you're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're only going to win 10. Again, that's what you get to do. Get to play. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6 says cash flow for you per time, and page 6, third paragraph. Simple. There I am dead in a coma. What happened to me? 2009, my wife wants to take one of my yachts in the backyard, the group of people to watch the fireworks. Sounds great. No problem. We're millions and billions help people 6 days a week. There I am dead. Now I look what I'm dead. But the reality is I had a choice to come back. My wife went to the office, one technology driver over on Spectrum. Ron's stealing my books and CDs. He's got a U-Haul truck too. See, the people around you, if they hear you're going to die, they're going to come steal your shit. All right, be careful of the people around you. Then Tom sold my websites and my phone numbers. And you know what? This turd, he sold it to a damn porn site. Never call the numbers on my CDs, please, because it's still a porn site today. So understand something. If you want a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. All right, for $5,000 a set. It's yours for free today, as long as you sell over $99. It covers shipping and handling. Up, and away. There's your Zell. Now. RW, what you sell for too. Write your name and phone number as well. As we play, you can also call the office right away, 800-254-9506. It's up to you. Now understand, starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. You have to be careful. The people around you, literally, all right, you don't know if they're going to push off the cliff, they're going to catch you, you're going to die. Hold your breath. Now for me, all right, being used and abused as a kid sucks. All right, luckily you had a mommy and daddy to take care of you. So I get on my knees every morning at 2:25. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. I go look in the mirror. I had to teach myself to look in the mirror. The first time I ever did it, I looked in the mirror. I was crying my eyes out. And I realized the only one going to help me is me, God and me. So I put myself in check ever since I was 2.5 years old. You've never done that for you. Why don't you start it today? Because you keep listening to your friends and family anyway, and they have never done it. They've never been there, but you're asking their opinion. You ever notice when you say, I want to do this and that, the person you ask are going to interrupt you and tell you to do a better way when they don't know shit anyway? They don't know what you're talking about, but they're going to interrupt to try to tell you how to do it. July 4, 2009, 3 yachts in the backyard. What am I going to do? My wife wants to take one of them out there. I get to die the next day. Kind of sucks. Ruined the whole day. Now I get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart, take it away. But Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back, and I said go back that day. So what do we get to do? I got to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. Kind of sucks. From there, I've been shot twice. I've been knifed 6 times too. See, I'm God's example. It's about time you quit feeling sorry for you. You get to do that for 3 minutes or less. Again, we get to play. I do have a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. You see, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got another book called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer, especially for men, to shut up because women don't want to hear you blah, blah, blah. They're like a tape recorder. And this is actually good for mummies and daughters. To bite your tongue, love longer. fighting the monster within. Oh, bullshit doesn't pay your bills. How's that one? Isn't that fun? And fighting through the pain. So let's get you past go, because I think you're all stuck. The Lamborghini collection, the Duffys and the mansions. White men do jump, stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Here's a couple goodies I obtained. Why haven't you? I call it Ray's Rules. Can you write it down today? Remember my blueprint. I want to teach you how to master your blueprint from now on my way, because your way sucks. We call it see it, believe it, go get it. So credit repair. Can you imagine how many people are stupid? We're going to pay $100 a month for somebody to lie through their teeth and say it's not my shitty credit anymore. And they're going to use their magic wand and remove it. Woo! All these idiots on TikTok. What a bunch of crap. One of the idiots turns around and says, negative credit's not even supposed to be there. I can't wait till he gets his ass indicted. Federal Trade Commission says credit repairs are fraud. Can't collect money up front. And then so is the Credit Service Organization Act. They created these laws for a reason, people. So what you should do is write down Section 611 and Google it today. And if you have an open collection account, these idiots can't remove it. They want to get their money. If it's not charged off and they want their money now, you can't be a crook. You got to man up, woman up, negotiate the debt. From there, you got to realize TRW always stood for the reports wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge became a spirit in 96. I drew this a long time ago for Ken Yarborough. Good, fair, and no. Hell no. There are 2 cards that don't use this, but all the other ones do. I'm certified by the NSEB, by the way. You know what? How about we do this? You negotiate any open collection account. You put all your cards at 25, 29% the sticky I told you earlier, and then I do a rapid refresh for you. I invented rapid scoring, rapid refresh 39 years ago when I was working with Ken Yarborough and Harold Stokes. Isn't that fun? Now you got a 750. What are you going to do? Learn the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. See, if you learn the rules and tools, you don't have to screw up anymore. First 25 steps today. Is that okay with you? So let's understand. Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. Still no phone number to help you. That's okay. How about I analyze your credit starting today? Let me get your credit reports or Credit Karma, analyze you right away. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, because you'll get stuck with me for 3 months, 6 months to a year and a half, and live every step of the way. And I'll make sure you understand the 750s in about 90 working days. And then I'll call your case number live on one of my classes on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time in rotation. Now, here's that SS5 form none of you paid attention to. This means it says name to be shown on card, full name of birth, other than above. So let's see, SS5 equals SSN in 1040. From there, you got a Social Security card, right? It's in your personal wallet. Get it out now. You see, what I want you to look on your Social Security card is understand something very simple. It says do not carry with you, do not laminate, all right? And it also says don't use for ID purposes, and it's property of social administration, not you. How's that? From there, you got it for one reason, for the 1040 tax return. Next, when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, you thought the company ripped you off. Where's my money? They pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. Now live on the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep, because you didn't learn to play. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you, the 1244, and file a single filing corporation with you. Isn't that fun? Your personal life should be a break even. Is that okay? Next, from there, I want you to balance your debt and knock off the crap. And then you're going to give me an excuse. Well, I got an emergency, Ray. Then you learn to play. Can you put your hands like this today? SSN, SS5, tax, probate when you're dead. You got to live on the leftover. SS4, no taxes due until there is leftover. No leftover, no tax. Like rich and famous people learn how to play. Maybe you're going to listen today. I'll teach you all kinds of goodies too. SSN, let's rebuild you. Like Humpty Dumpty to the corp and the divisions. Let's train you the SS4, 26 ways to use it too. Choose wisely from now on. And let's put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. And you can be a double CFO. Would that be okay if you let me rebuild your life my way? Because your way sucks. It's just true. what can I do besides tell you the truth? Today, there's that SS5. And let's compare it to the SS4. You ready? Line 1 says legal name of entity, individual person, corporation, division, subsidiary. Line 1 is that's how the banks and grocers within cities bankrupt too. You could have put your name line there in line 1. And if you master the form and tear it apart too, you'll notice it says banking and credit purposes per entity. Why did you screw up? Why did you allow yourself to be one? That's a lonely number. Your corp's only allowed to do 4 things for me. It's Ray's law. It's Ray's rules. Buffer tax. No taxes due to your profitable. All corporate credits are right up under tax ID and the cart fleet price and the free buffet. Then that's all the corp gets to do. Your divisions go to the line of defense. Screw one up, get another one, another one. Don't have any intent to screw up, please. Oh, they're cheap. Multiple functions, bought wholesale price. And from there, multiple credit reports. Woo! And separate liability for real estate. A division is your line of defense, so you don't bring the pain home like you did before. I build you a corporate umbrella up to $1 million, if not more. Is that okay with you? A division, you're not liable. Your name's not even on it. You don't have to be a duck or sheep. I'll guarantee what I say I can do. Very simple, and as long as you're part of the program and you do what I tell you to do and you follow through, violation, don't jack it up. Don't apply it during the program. Don't crash your rapper score. If you do, I charge you a fee. All right, close your case. Simple. Past can't chase future. The reality is IRS, you got a problem there too. They have a form called 656, 433A and B. So you can let me rebuild your life if you allow me to. The ultimate goal. From there, there's that 750 waiting for you. How about we analyze your credit now? How about we basically do a rapid rescore to block any crap you got? Now, I get mad at the sales reps right now a little bit. They keep talking about percentages. They have watched me pop 3,000 to 5,000 cars for people with shitty credit so they can build up their life. So I wish they'd just shut up because I'll hold their hand, not them, and I can do a rapid rescore. I got him 96 points in 3 days. Would you like that too? I created green lights as well. We get to play. That 750 is waiting for you. But you're going to have to do what I tell you to do. All right, I created a millionaire. I brought in $1 million at 14, 2.6 billion at 26, to corporate structure. You might just want to listen and learn how I did it so you don't do stupid things anymore, because it's not acceptable. Nice lady. Ray, I don't have bad credit, but I got a 651. Why are you using half your cards? My attorney, my CPA, and my banker told me to. You're listening dumb, dumb, and dumber. You see, there's a balance in all this, and I did a rapid rescore, got our green lights to an 801. Well, this poor couple, I mean, goodness. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask them questions. He told them a bankruptcy. I said, what do you think they're going to sell you, a pickle or banana? I mean, you never had to file bankruptcy. You never file bankruptcy, in my opinion, unless they're going to garnish your wages today or take away your freaking house in court. Until then, there's other way to play the game. So I rebuilt them with 500 a card up and away. This family has 11 collection accounts. It's really shitty. But I got them 3,000. Help balance their debt and rebuild them too. The ultimate goal, because the magic ones don't work. So if you allow me to rebuild you, rapid rescore, you go to class on Saturday. We're focused on 750. You don't fall in your wad. Going to charge you $9.99, but I'm going to give you a 1,000 card back to you. Is that okay? I reimburse you through the cash credit. So it's like it's free. I'm the only one who does that on planet Earth anyway. But during the broadcast, I'm going to discount it to $4.99. You get a 50% discount. The card becomes $500. Ultimate goal. Now, if you want a starter package, you don't have a corp. Let me do this. Rebuild a credit, rapid score. I'm going to hand you the articles, also tax ID for free. You're going to pay your filing fee. I've been giving those 3 things for free for 45 years. Flat out, you pay a little filing fee. Anybody who spends money for a corp's an idiot. Okay, just in my opinion, sorry to say. Now, set up on level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for $999, I'm going to rebuild your whole life. Then I'm going to hand you 5,000 of cash credit to get rid of your damn excuses. You're going to make 5 times your investment from me. From there, $24.99, I'll give you 25,000. 5 times as much again. So I will analyze you. I'll add history, and I'll start popping credit right away, even if you have shitty credit today, because I do it all the time in my dashboards too. I'm an affiliate. There's your Zell now. Ultimate goes up to you. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506 right away. That means now. Now, here's another problem. Like I said, I need to rebuild your life, past, present, and future. And I need you to listen and do what I tell you to do, because your way sucks. You're a voter. Fantastic. So am I. Do you know they sell the voting list 412 times a year? You got a cable bill and a corporation. You're on the national mailing list. Why don't you get off that list by calling 888-567-8688? All right, let's call it now. Okay, opt out for 5 years. The number's right in front of you. It's right there. There you go. We get to play. Now, the next thing I need you to do is plan the problem. The biggest problem we have on planet Earth is you've basically been ripped off by some friends and family. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. Sorry, it's true. Let's take that safety credit, put the sticky on the card, write down the rules and tools, 25% utilization, never past 29, and write down the limit and create your line of defense. Would that be okay if I help you repackage you? Because what you did is kind of sucks. When I drew the diagrams years ago, all the dashboards finally caught up. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Did you know if you did what I told you to do, you can balance your score and never bring the pain home anymore? But then you're going to, I got an emergency, Ray. Then I'm going to say, knock off the crap. That's right. When you jack these up, all right, which you never had to in the first place, you dropped your score, you got stuck, hell, you can't get any more, and you can't ride out dilly squat. If you listen, there are 2 cards on planet Earth that we got to a pay to a time limit that literally you can max out $1 million friggin' dollars, and they don't fluctuate your credit ever as long as you maintain a payment. Once you make this card, pay this card. I mean, knock off the garbage. It's ridiculous. Why would anybody ever screw up their credit in the first place? Because they don't know the rules and tools. So you lose your job, have an emergency, what do? You basically run out of time, you run out of money, you can't wait to jack them up in 42 days. You do it to yourself and want the world to feel sorry for you too. Nobody does. Nobody cares. They care about themselves. So you need $5,000 now. Oh, goody for you. You said need it. That means they're going to say no, friends and family and banker too. This card for $5,000, the payment's $50 a month. That means what the average person wastes every other day. They could have had safety credit in the first place. They say you waste $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. Why don't we take $50,000 off a corporate credit card? The payment is $612.26. Our highest payment you'll have. And guess what you get to do? Buy 2 pizza restaurants during the drive-thru in a pandemic using some common sense. I guess white men can jump. Nixon took the gold standard out. Please write down the only thing you can screw up from now on is a division. Please write down the only thing you can do is screw up a division. I don't want you bringing the pain home ever. The reality is very simple to do. All right, let me take a picture. This question's pretty long. All right, no problem as we do this. All right, so let's see. Good day, Ray. Me. All right, yeah, you're always around. All right, 1 year anniversary. Good. All right. All right, from there, you still, and you want me to get you American Express Gold? Well, let's see. Do we get the personal or the business or both? But remember, there's a fee. So you have to be a little careful, all right, because the fee, when you use the card, you want to make sure that the points basically take care of the fee. But again, call it Santos and ask him right now which card we can pop you right away. Simple to do. Now go back to the division process. So let's understand something today. The only thing you're allowed to screw up from now on is a division, not your corporate, not your family. Okay, your way sucks, my way works. So what gets screwed up from now on? A division, never you, and have divisions of you too. And if you use the 29% rule, that means you have 71,000 of safety. From now on, this is how you have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Sorry, step 7. And the ultimate goal is to be a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. So here I am dead. Why don't you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth? I've been in 2 comas in my life. First, I was 5.5. I used my face as a break. It kind of sucks. And I was in a coma. All right. But then Jesus said, get up. I got up, freaked them all out. Last coma, I got to die. All right. Come back homeless. I had to redo it again for me, building millions and billions. Why didn't you do it for you? Now, the devil wants to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage it kind of like Humpty Dumpty. Is that okay if I rebuild you my way? From there, a corporation's a legal person may sue or be sued. So the lack of knowledge is why people make stupid things happen and do stupid things. Let's get you the rules and tools. Divisions are your line of defense. That way you don't bring the pain to the corp or the family ever again. Would that be okay? Now I build you a corporate umbrella, ultimate goal, and what do we get to do next? If you allow me, I'm going to get you the tax ID. I add it to my system. What does it do? My system allows me to create an instant credit report, Experian, Transfer, and Equifax to tax ID. You set up your credit reports for you, took you 3 years to try to figure out, and now I'm going to correct some of the stupidity you've been doing anyway. So the reality is tax ID. All right, set up this credit reports, get you some cash credit. From there, line you up for checkbook money. That's all you need to do. Simple. But again, divisions are your line of defense. So remember, I always want you to check your corporation if you have one or get one. What you put there is your name, incorporator, officers list, because when they sue it, they sue you. You need to put your ducks in a row. Because right now, if they sued you, that kind of sucks. Your line of defense is the ability not to bring the pain home. The ultimate goal. That's what you need to do. Now, as we play, this is pathetic. He has a sign. He's healthy enough to go get a friggin' job, but he's going, I need that's my job, my kids need to eat. Get your butt to the church, they'll hand you the food. Go drive an Uber and a Lyft. Okay? From there, have a damn garage sale. Don't give me this crap, people. I came out of a coma worth billions before, now homeless again. What did I do? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 friggin' times. In less than 6 weeks, I built another $1 million of credit. This is bullshit. Get off your ass and go get it. It's that simple. Corporations can build themselves if you do what you're told to do. The reality is it's not so hard to do. You just have to follow through. Now, I like getting the American Express card when you're lined up for it. Then I like to get you 9 more. There's $1 million. I like to get you checkbook money too. There's no excuses if you do what you're told to do and then you follow through. That's called daisy chaining of credit. By the way, I invented that too. Divisions are simple. I have to add 2,000 of history with a tax ID. I build a corporation with 3 divisions. I build you a corporate umbrella. And what happens next is very simple. We charge $4.99 each division. You get 3 for $14.97. Today, during this webinar only, someone tried after the fact. We said no yesterday. So they had to come back today. During this webinar, I will give you divisions like $100 each. For $999, you get 9. It's a Zell. Now. If you can't do it, you miss the opportunity. You can call the office at 800-254-9506. Now. Zell. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I've been liking goodies because I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. It kind of pissed me off to be smarter than anybody ever met. From there, I want you to have $1 million of credit cards. I want you to have checkbook money to $5 million. Write it down. That's what you need to have today. If you really want to really go get there. But again, make you a money-making machine. Why don't we sell, Amazon, eBay, and $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit, OPM. Those are what I always push a lot. If the people have jacked up credit and they got to create an income, we take away all the damn excuses because anybody can sell on Amazon and eBay. People do it every day. We rebuild you, then want to go get the green card. I want to do it ×9, unlimited. I want the blue B of A ×9. I want the gray BR Wells Fargo too. Then I want the blue ink. Then I want the gold. I don't want it ×9. And then I want to get up to 5 million. The other 5 cards to 10. This is why that 1.5-year coaching program does. So if you play the game with me, you'll understand banks give what is called unsecured business line. I call it checkbook money. How about we get some checkbook money? Is that okay? These are my 5 favorite ones. There's other ones too. But you can build it up to $5.4 million just on the checkbook money. If you want to. There's no reason not to, but it's up to you. Now, I got specialty classes on Saturday. Every Saturday, 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, classes you're stuck with me live. This Saturday is called tax balancing. is at 8:30 in the morning. Now, if you're not in specialties, for $9.99, you get 90 days or you pay $4.99 per class. It's kind of up to you. Now, here's the thing I want you to listen very carefully to. As we build corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable. Use that to buy your lifetime income. The franchise, real estate, whatever type of business, have third party manage it so you're basically an investor. That's your ultimate goal. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, very simple. Be a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Is that okay with you? If I gave you a check for $1 million today, what would you do with it? All right, hypothetically, you'd put it in your personal account. I call that dumb. You only get to keep 375. I would have said put it in a corporation, leverage in reference to 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million, pay the tax on the leftover after you pay all the bills, and grow your business. No leftover, oh, no tax. Is that how they do it too? So you got the United States of America Incorporated. They bankrupt 11 cities. They got rid of the debt, but they stayed in business. How did they do that? The United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps called states. States got corporations called cities, and they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act. You could have did the same thing too with no intent to do fraud. The ultimate goal is that's step number 9 for you. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? Because you have a choice when blank hits the fan. SSN, SS4. Family, corp, division, subsidiary. Who's the duck the next time? Next time you get to play. Now, let me add you to my credit system that allows me to build you up to $1 million of credit. But you go to class, you don't fall on your what, you follow through and you do what I tell you to do. And then I'll get you up to the $1 million. Is that okay? In the coaching program, I want to get you to 5 to 10. Starter package, simple. We rebuild the credit rapid score. Articles also tax ID are free if you don't have them. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday. You're stuck with me at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. $999. I build you 5,000 credit back to you 5 times your investment. $24.99, you get 25,000 back, 5 times back too. Analyze, add history, start popping credit right away. Is that okay if I do that for you today? But again, that discount and offer is only during this broadcast. And again, Zell now, or call the office right away. Simple, beat your dad, run your race, get the hell out of my way while I rebuild you. That's what I want to do. Getting past go. God's gift in the mansions in the harbor, the race boats and the yachts that say Ray Reynolds University.com. Sometimes the brain works too fast. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license, please. P.O. Box, mail, and address, but that's up to you. You like everybody know where you live. But again, now that's step 12. I want to look at your car now. Your car. The when you bought that car you drive today, you let it stress you out and sweat you for 5 hours plus, and you lost 20,000 and got 9 inquiries too. It's not how you buy a car. How you buy a car is fleet price tax ID division. That's the ultimate way, and then you get to write it all off too. Now, if you get a house, all right, it's usually escrow, close, homestead, trust. Don't put 2 people on the loan. In the future, I want to teach you how to get the house through the trust instead. If you put 2 people, you create a loan to value problem. If you lose the house and the car, which shouldn't be yours anyway, then you got shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So you got double shitty credit and an IRS problem. So why don't you make the red showing of your car today a division of a corporation? So if there's a division, there's a bumpity bump, they can't sue you and they can't take everything you got too. Step 14, plan the problem. From there, every property should be a division of a corporation. You don't know which tenant's going to slip, fall, and try to sue you and screw you up. From there, it's simple. Your house payment offsets your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to double trillion. Why would they pay tax? So the goal is pretty simple. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter with a line of credit 2 days in front of the world. Then he screwed it all up. We might as well call him totally dumb. X marks the spot. He's got a spaceship. Oh, well, so did the other 2 guys. So the bottom line is simple. You could basically win the game, play the game, and join the club. And you can quit bringing the pain home, step 15. Now, Apple Computer, I use this as an example right now because you have Google indictment in court this last week here too, because they're running a monopoly. But now it's DuckDuckDuckGo or something like that. In 1997, Apple was in bankruptcy. They were out of business. What's going to happen? Oh, Bill Gates was indicted 4 times because they said he was running a monopoly too, because he invented something nobody else could do. He wrote a check for $150 million from a line of credit. He let them make the payments. See, borrow money is not taxable. You should learn how to play. The ultimate goal, run your life through a corporation or conjunction. You can pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Simple. Your paycheck is what? Simple. All right. You get what? Taxable income. Your leftover, you pay the car, gas, registration, insurance. That sucks. Why don't you drive a company car like I do? Are these turned up? Do you want to keep doing the stupid things you've been doing or something, or what? That's step 17. Why don't you get an SS4 today? IRS.gov. It's free. You'll see it says banking and credit purposes. And you never had to be a duck and a sheep. You decided to do that to follow a bunch of silly people too. Mama, she did a little bit of hospital at the baby at the hospital. In 71, Nixon took the gold standard out, and every mama's got to sign the SS5 for SSN so the baby can go home and take a nap and take a poop and eat. Simple. That's what they get to do. Everything is rules and tools with me. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You got a house not in a trust. When they sue you, they screw you, take it away. And when you die, it's stuck in the probate, your family got diddly squat. Oh, I don't understand that. You hire a contractor to fix up a property. They hire the subcontractor outside Home Depot. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, and they sue you and take everything you got, my way, they get diddly squat. You like diddly squat? Why don't you take an irrevocable trust today, step 19, 6 more to go. Now, if you're a crook, you don't file tax returns, go to prison like Wesley Snipes did, listen to his stupid attorneys and CPAs, and he had to pay $5 million. All right, too. Kind of sucks. If he would have just learned basically that you can't play peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess. They have a form called 656-433A and B, get your butt back in the system. Step 20, ultimate goal, learn to be an OPM. Everything you buy, since I was a kid, did division process, 71% discount. All right, pay a bill up to 90 days, get the money out of escrow, leverage it to $15 million. Borrow money's not taxable. You set up your line of defense. That's step 21, called blackjack. Blackjack, we get to win again. Oops-wee. And that was. Finally got proud of myself once. Really. My building, One Technology Drive, Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square foot building, helping people 6 days a week. Locations in 3 states, doing $1 million up to a day. Having fun, residual income, $1.1 million sometimes too. But you know what happened to my life after that come? I came back, it was all gone. My life was stolen. What am I going to do? Go home and go boohoo like you? No. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions. I built another $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down like you. Why do you? Why the hell do you stay down when you never had to? Why did you bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand, stupid. You're not stupid. It's about time you learn how to play the damn game and win. 1,000 steps to millionaire. 45 years helping millions of people. Get them to millions and billions. Simple to do. Last and final year. Credit, loan, money. That builds financial freedom. From there, you build a residual income of $1,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. There's where you screw up is. None of you did it. It was wrong. You want $100,000 a day? Simple. We charge 10%. That's $10,000 to build it up for you. But again, the office usually will give you a discount at 60%, $39.99. If you do it now, right down this minute, $100,000 of credit will be added to your program for $1,999 if it is a Zelle now, or you call the office right away. My coaching program is planned for the rest of this year and next year. That's all I want to do. And I'm going to do a 3 months, 6 months, and a 12-month program. Okay. I want to get people to the million, to 5 million, to 50 to 100 million. Again, real estate, franchise, storage units. Here's the 3 months program. Simple. They all get, but this is taking your current business and dragging you to a new business my way. From there, the goal is simple. I want to certify every one of you and train you personally how you can get that up to $50,000 to $100,000 a month. as we do this. This is a starter program. All classes, coaching, videos, conferencing, rapid rescore, all right, monthly in-person blueprinting past, present, future. If you can't fly in, all right, we'll do it personal on Zoom, and eventually you'll fly in too. Ultimate goal. I want to train you and master the point you're being a certified CFO. Projections, limits on cards, phone calls and creditors, how to talk to them my way, daisy chaining credit, usually up to $1 million to $5 million, increasing limits all the time. Here's how it works with the 3-month program. You can put $1,000 down. Your balance will be about $7,000. So it's about an $8,000 program. So $1,000 down today to reserve your spot. We're only putting 10 in this. If you don't do it today, if the opportunity passes you, we're not going to let you in. Okay, I only have so much time. Total package is $7,999. From there, it's a 3-month program. Ultimate goal. You can call the office, work out terms, whatever you want to do, credit card, whatever needs to be done. The 6-month program, same thing, but this is going to be to the point we start building that residual income, all right, up to at least $50,000 a month. But again, it's a 6-month program. But then I want to focus on real estate managed by third party, franchise, storage units, laundromats. That would be the goal. From there, I want to coach you. I don't want you stuck with me every step of the way. And we should build residual income. I'm going to say $100,000 a month, but again, you don't believe yet, so I had to get your feet wet first. And that way you learn residual income always pays the bills. And that way you don't bring the pain home ever again. But again, this is only 10 people in this one as well. The reality is, instead of 3 months, 6 months, you're still going to be certified by me personally. And the difference is it's $1,000 down to reserve your space. And from there is a total package of $15,000. Again, you can break it down. You can talk to the specialist right away, or you can let me know as well what you want to do. But the ultimate goal is very simple. It's a 6-month coaching program to certify you, and this should get you up to the first $5 million. The goal is like the 12-month program, literally start now, and I'm going to push this all the way through next year. So you're going to get a year, almost a year and a half on this one here. It's a 12-month program. But what happens is we still focus on types of business that build residual income. Become an investor. This is a master investor for multiple units. From there, that's the goal. And as we put you in all these programs, I would like to see you build residual income up to 100,000 plus, all right, per month. But again, it's going to be up to you. If you allow me to push you that hard, I'll do most of the work for you anyway, because I don't want you to screw up. I want to basically just tell you flat out, don't think, just do what I tell you to do, please. And then I'll certify you and get you to 5, maybe 10,000 or $5 to $10 million if you build it up. It's $1,000 to reserve. It's 6 payments of $5,000. So the reality is it's a $31,000 program because you financed it. If you pay in full, it's $25,000. When you pay in full, I add $25,000 of cash credit as an extra bonus to get you to pay in full. If and after you get all that done, this is the only program that offers up to the $1 million of cash credit. All right, simple. Cash credit $1 million. All right, for 12 months, you will spend $29.99 and pay for that. I'll build you up to the $1 million. Hopefully, you'll let me help you daisy chain it to $5 to $10 million. I'm hoping you want to build a big empire and turn it into a $100 million company. It's a Zelle, now, RW, when you Zelle for your deposit. You can also call the office right away. You see, a corporation being a legal person is great, but it may soon be sued. Division is the only way you can protect the corp and your family. It's the line of defense. From there, it's up to 5, all right, million is 41 divisions. 9 divisions are up to $1 million of credit. Divisions multiply, and that's the goal. From there, I'd like to build you a corporate umbrella with $2,000 history in each one. And what do we do is very simple today. All right, normally they're $4.99 each. You get 3 for $14.97. During this broadcast only, you get 9 for $9.99 if it is Zelle only. If you don't do it that way right away while this is going on, then you just call the office and get them for $4.99. The office number is 800-254-9506. When you Zelle, you write down RW, which is Zelle for it too. What are you willing to lose? I didn't have a family. I didn't have a mommy and a daddy. I'm a person that sticks to myself. I'm not a people person. If I'm not teaching or preaching, you ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to say always good, because no one really gives a shit, in my opinion. Always good. That's all I tell people. Now, my wife, she's a nut. She's Colombian. She's just cuckoo. She's my cuckoo. Reality is I'm kind of boring. The reality is it's just me. So I stay to myself unless I'm teaching or preaching. I'm not willing to lose my family. I finally got one. Corporation, when they sue it, they sue you. That's called stupid. From their division process, what I designed is never to bring the pain home. It's like a chess game. We both get checkmates. We get to win step 23. Ultimate goal. So I like Lamborghinis, if you noticed so far, in buildings that say RayReynoldsUniversity.com. I like the fact that we can reach the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, building corporations and millions in divisions, training people to be a certified CFO. That's the ultimate goal. It's kind of fun for me. My wife calls this my hobby. So the reality is never have joint credits, just in the way. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. Get your divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. You do raise rules because I give bonus cash credit. You get to write it all off and take away your damn excuses. Now, if all you want today is a 750, okay, I'll do that for you. Right there. We'll analyze you. We'll add history. We'll pop credit right away. Put you in a class. Even if you have the shittiest credit in the world, I can still pop credit for you as you build it up and away. 750 waiting for you. Usually it's $9.99 to get a $1,000 card back. From there, what happens? I discount it during the broadcast for half price of $4.99. Card becomes $500. And all you have to do is Zell. You want the starter package for corporation? Rebuild credit rapid score articles, also tax ID are free. Unless you already have them, I'll build the one you got too. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do very simple. For $999, I'm going to rebuild your life. It's a giveaway. Give you $5,000 in credit back to you 5 times your investment. $24.99 is $25,000. I'm going to analyze, add history, and start popping credit right away. Ultimate goal. And all you have to do again is literally Zell. If you need to call the office, 800-254-9506. These opportunities are during the broadcast only. If not, you can call them at any given time. They just charge a little bit different pricing. From there, if you refer people, I'll build more credit. If you want me to Zell for what you do, I'll Zell you 10%. As long as that person says your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my email address too, so you can get credit for that as well. A corporation should have entities called division process. I created 8586. A corporation, B of A, bankrupt locations called branch numbers. All right, you had Sam's Club, Geico, Cities do the same thing. So if you learn to play, you can stop bringing the pain home, be a certified CFO, and let me reprogram to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain, stop bringing the pain home, and what you got to do is quit doing the same silly thing the same day. You keep doing the same thing again and again. Your routine, I think, sucks. Get up an hour earlier tomorrow. Act like the building's on fire. Run. All right, understand. Quit the reruns. From there, what do? We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. If you do the same thing again and again, nothing happens. But if you want to change your life, it's going to be up to you. Step by step. Not hard to do. Ultimate goal is very simple. So again, what I offer today is a Zell now. You can call the office at 800-254-9506 right away too. So let's do this. Let's do our best. And let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves you all.